This cannot be repaid?
You can't recover from this rare rat fever. The fever of the Shadowfell cannot be recovered from normally, but you can use a remove affliction. You can also spend some time and try to recover from it normally. So while you have Were Rat Fever, at the beginning of each of your missions, you will roll to try to recover from it, and I will give you the rules for it at the end of the thing.
Question, like, do we have anybody at the guild that I can just simply pay to cast that remove?
It has to be a ritual caster that has ritual.
Shiari is it, I know for sure.
Yeah, there are several people at the guild who can do it. You can get a remove affliction. It's 250 gold pieces.
I suggest the party pay that as a group.
Well, if you want to pay that, I would be grateful, because I think even though my character is not optimized, I feel I did a good work.
We could just
here.
take that out of the top of it.
I wish to talk with the person in charge. I'm going to say, well, we did all that, but I think we did a little extra. We protect the citizens that were unfortunate victims on all of this. And since my friend here also got bit by one of these creatures that we saved the people from, perhaps it would be in your good graces to pay for the cost of his healing.
Diplo?
Okay.
Just let him finish.
It's only +9 on my side.
I was going to say, why don't you let me join in on that? And
so yeah,
sure.
If you want to do an assist, by all means. But go ahead. Main reason is Deskir is almost exclusively talking to Kuro. It's not that he doesn't pay attention to anyone else in the room, but Kuro is the one that basically he hired, and you guys were all coming with him. So for the most part, he's paying the most attention to you. So you easily successfully assist. You probably don't even need to roll to successfully assist.
No, I don't. I would auto-pass with words of friendship.
So, is it a diplomacy?
Diplomacy or bluff or whatever.
Actually, I auto-pass regardless, yeah.
Diplomacy would probably be the easiest.
I think bluff would be the easiest for me, but I'll go with diplomacy because it makes sense for this thing. Oh, nice.
So he sort of hems and haws a little bit, but says, you know, the people down at the docks, they're more like the common folk. But since you have done such a good job of doing this here, bringing my daughter to me, and if you will spend some time down at the docks, making it clear that you were here and that you were hired by me, and doing this on the with the Chimerian's name behind it, I will pay for the remove affliction. So basically,
well, of course, I know the value of publicity, and I would not let you down.
Cool. So yes, you get your remove affliction paid for. All right. So Tashi at the end is going to let you use his portal circle to get back to the guild. Lots of the arguing and kind of politicking back and forth, they've been able to reopen the portals, so you guys will be able to return to Lastbriar by portal next time. But basically, this was just a play to force him to go the slow way to bring his daughter here. And you guys can see that she passes, like, as soon as she sees her dad, she greets him, hugs, yay, we're all here, we're all safe, it was all scary. She passes off that scroll case, and he just sort of sticks it away someplace behind him. So, do you guys have any questions, anything you want to talk to Deskir about?
Not exactly, no.
Can he tell us what the heck happened?
Yeah, what happened, and does he know who was the perpetrator for this attack? Because I doubt the simple were rats were smart enough to just launch such a big attack.
So,
Hey. That's offensive to other rare rats.
So he says, I have a lot of enemies in the city, and I don't know exactly which one is behind a lot of the direct pushes against me. There's been a lot of talk of a guild of were-rats and other sorts of unsavory fallen types, lycanthropes and other sorts of miscreants that have been taking up refuge in the sewers and drawing on power from the Shadowfell. I will see what I can do to look into it, and if you guys are still interested in making a little bit of coin, I may see about hiring out the guild once I have some answers about what needs to be done.
But of course.
All right. So do.
So I'm guessing it was paid, so I can just.
Yeah, you can take it off.
Yeah.
So, story awards. I think everyone here's got story awards before, except for maybe Jag. Jag, have you not?
I haven't.
There's a thing on the forums. If you're curious of exactly how the story awards work, basically put them somewhere that you can access them. I'm not going to go and go through everything with a fine-tooth comb to make sure you have the correct ones, but please do so because it does change some stuff in the missions. So everyone gets Ambassador's gratitude for savoring his daughter, or bringing his daughter.
Savoring?
Savoring.
I don't know. I think that'd be a bit later.
Yeah.
The bard did.
It was a 10-day voyage. We all did some savoring at one point or another.
You guys also gain the story award Scars Unseen.
Is that scar possessive scars unseen or scars unseen?
Scars plural.
Okay, thanks.
And the last one is going to be. So you save half or more of the citizens at docks. You saved 5 of 10, so you.
Oh,
Oh,
Just in
nice.
under the wire.
You made a very favorable impression on the docks of last year through your combat skills and sacrifice. So the locals are not rich; they remember your name, and you never have to pay for your own drinks at any tavern along the city's harbor.
I already didn't have to, but okay.
In addition, a local tattoo artist offers you their services. You may purchase a uncommon or common magical tattoo equal to your level +2.
wow!
Or half-
I'm getting that.
So
Can I hold off on that until I hit a level where it's actually relevant?
Stupid Skype. I'm gonna put the story word. Level +2.
Okay, let's look at the tattoo, shall we?
The tattoo option reminds me of
Oh, please.
Jesus, fuck.
So it's uncommon or common tattoo of your level +2 at 50% cost. You may redeem the story award at the beginning or ending of any mission in Lastbeater. So you guys can save it if you want to, but you can't buy it anytime. And when you do use it, you need to tell me that you use it because it's a
Honestly,
one-time.
I don't know what tattoos are good for. I don't know them.
There's a lot of good tattoos. It's just
Like a
basically
ring.
another slot on your character. But ones that are pretty relevant for pretty much everyone would be Eager Heroes tattoo, Strike Back tattoo.
You know, honestly, if you're a melee fighter, I've always found Break Chain to be really hard to, it's just a generically good one.
You might also want to get Demon Skin tattoo.
Demon Skin is also good. I'm trying to see what the guy's name. Sorry, Thantarim.
And
So,
Demon Skin.
You know Thantarim, and the ambassador's name is Deskier.
So, question: I have both a favor and gratitude of the ambassador.
Correct. So they
the only other place I've seen a tattoo option is in the mod game, whatever, the Riddling Reaver. It's amazing to see tattoos in the game, to me.
Does Scars Unseen have any known effect that we're...
Scars Unseen does not have any effect that you know.
Okay, thanks.
You also got that Iona Tantarin thing.
So I was giving the names of the characters for people who want to know them. So the Iona Thantarim is the daughter, and Deskier Thantarim is the ambassador. So, yep. All right. We played at AL6. This is a 2-encounter mod with a quest. So, you guys did an optional thing for 23,600. I'm gonna All right. Gold piece reward. We have 5 guys here, so let's try 4. And last piece is 7. So 1,035 experience points per person, 365 gold pieces per person. There are no automatic loots in the adventure. So if you want a normal loot roll, there are normal loot rolls.
No, I'm cool with the money.
I mean, you'll get the money in addition, but so I will pull you guys back to the guild. Please put yourselves next to your level on the level grid, please.
Copy that. Yeah, I'm still level 6.
Yeah,
Did
so
you say there were no loot because RNG doesn't mean anything then?
No. There are no guaranteed loot stuff because a lot of the end of these adventures, you can take something that you find during the adventure and then just gain that instead of rolling for loot. So rolling for loot is the only option on this one. Sadness. Is that before or after the session, Nahazar?
After.
Okay. Of course, remember that you apply experience points before you put yourself in the grid, and you get your level times 50 experience points you can borrow from the next level if you're close to level.
It's your level times 50.
Yeah.
Can I apply for it? Nice.
No, I'm still level 6, even with 1,000 experience.
Yep.
So
Kuro, what level are you? 9?
I know, yeah.
Ukla, what level are you?
6.
6. Okay. If you put yourself, can everyone see the grid? Is that?
Yeah, grid is active.
Oh, I mean the like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah,
11.
we put ourselves.
Because a couple people didn't move themselves. I just didn't know if you couldn't see it. All right. So, apologize. I'm always slow at doing this. Oh, before we do this, I do want to ask, at the end of every session that I run, I always ask for feedback. Anything that you guys liked or disliked in the session, something that I can do more of that you guys really enjoyed, or something you can do less of that you guys didn't have as much fun with. So I was going to go, Kuro, you're up first, since definitely this is your, you had the prereqs for this mission, so you knew what was going on a little bit.
I actually would ask for more time to get my thoughts started out.
Okay, it's fine. Eriko, do you have any positives, negatives?
I like the session. I like the boat part with the skill challenge where they were turning off the lights. Even though it didn't affect me, but I still thought it was pretty fun how we had to race so all the lights didn't turn off so we could still see. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and nobody lit a sunrod, so I didn't get to use any of their special abilities. Because a lot of times people will light up a torch or light up a sunrod or something and hold on to it, and then bad things happen to them.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that to help everyone else, and I knew that the vampire bat was gonna come at me if I did it, so I just waited.
Cool.
Good thing I just dropped my torch then.
Yeah, dropping torches actually ends up being a good. If you end up starting off with people like lighting sunrods and torches and stuff, about the next round, everyone goes, okay, light them and drop them on the ground because you don't want them to hit you. All right, Ukla.
I love naval themed things anyway, but I thought this one was really well done. I love the skill challenges, and although I had trouble figuring out what to do there for a while, I think the different options were really neat. So I enjoyed the boat aspect of it a lot. Also, it's always a challenge to fight on a limited space, and so I like that challenge element to it. The other thing I would say that I liked is not having any idea if those Empyrean things were going to attack us or them.
Yeah, I feel like for the people that have done some stuff in our Malasphere, if you can recognize who the Empyreans are, because you see them in a different mission, then you can go, oh, okay, I know what those things are. Which is what I sent a little message to Aaron in game saying that he recognized the Empyreans.
I actually missed the message, but since you described the Empyreans and you had described so last time, I was like, oh, it's those guys.
Yeah. Okay.
For me,
I use the same description. They're just bigger.
For me, the only downside was there was no obvious, like, that's the really bad guy, and so I kind of sat on my dailies, and I shouldn't have.
I also
held
sat on
on
my
to
dailies, but your character doesn't necessarily know when this is gonna end, so I think that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, I know the formula, though. I just kept... that's why I thought when we heard stomping, I'm like, uh-oh, here comes the big bad guy. I'm finally going to get to wail on something, and nope.
I was getting ready to move in and just do like a timeless trek if we hadn't cleaned everything up by then.
Yeah. All right, Don.
I just need positive criticism, ways to improve, because I felt like y'all carried me that game. It's been nothing like my first two games. Like, I've been dropping the ball on damn near everything.
Simple stuff. Read the rules. Read how your powers works. Especially, know your powers and know how they work. Simple as that.
I mean, it's really that is basically the only thing. I will say that you're the only person for this adventure that I had to skip, which I know kind of feels bad, but I do need to keep the game moving. So I apologize that I had to delay you sometimes, but in order to sort of finish on time, because the goal was to finish in 5 hours, and we are finishing right on time. So I did unfortunately have to kind of move a little bit faster in some places.
That's fine.
Nahazar.
Yeah, I think this is not the first time I'm playing with you, so this time you can hear my feedback. I love the skill challenges. I think they're really fun, good addition to the game. I don't know if they're like homebrewed or they're basic core from the book, but I love them. I love how we like defied the rule that do not ever let your DM put you on the sea. Yeah, I love the entire like feel, atmosphere of the big battle. And contrast to the others, I like the fact that there was no obvious big bug boss, because sometimes you just need to take a leap of faith, and I didn't know if I am doing good, but I decided to just pull out of my powers daily encounters on those were rats, and it turns out it was good. I think that's all. I don't really have negatives to say.
Other than my air conditioning is loud, and I apologize.
Oh, that was too. Yeah, that's no problem.
My AC is really loud. Sorry about that. So, Basil.
I think it was pretty good. I don't really have anything in particular that stood out. I mean, the only thing that we had as an issue probably in the session was it slowed down every once in a while when it was Draco's turn, and that was probably it. So I wouldn't put that on you.
Cool. Kuro, do you have anything, or you want me to hit you back later?
No, it's cool. For my part, I enjoyed it as usual. About the positive feedback, you know what I enjoy by now, so I won't be going into that. The only criticism I might point is because your sessions are getting a bit modulated, as in is usually one encounter, one skill challenge, and one encounter. I would ask you to try to fit in more or less in there, just to make things less predictable. Because in the end, I knew that would be the last encounter by the time slot, but I didn't want to meta it.
I gotcha. I will say that the goal of probably the first, I think it's the first couple adventures on several of the lines, is to sort of get people into the habit of the format, and then I start deviating from the format. So if you play in several of the games, you're like, oh, okay, well, there's either one combat or two combats, or in some cases, three combats. But you're really not going to have that much more than that. There's going to be one that has a skill challenge, and there's going to be one that says. So there is intentionally a formula that I'm trying to get people used to, so that I can then break the mold for the further games. Partially because I just think that I would really like to have more ability to kind of stretch the encounter day, but there's really not the way that this guild is run, that we can stretch the encounter day without artificially stretching it. And I do have some stuff that will do that, but it's really hard because I can't say, okay, well, today we didn't, since you get an extended rest at the end of every session, there's only going to be so much you can do as far as varying up the encounter. But I will definitely keep that in mind.
No, I was just saying it's nothing serious really. I know that in the past guild we had a system, but I don't know. It's not necessarily fair, you see, because it would be often that people would not just finish a session because the session would run too long or the adventure, and the game will usually kept the number of healing surges spent and the number of daily spent, and that would carry over the next game.
Yeah,
But
I've
that is
seen
not necessarily fair because the party can change in the meanwhile. So there's that.
I've seen that thing, and I do have something that's kind of like it, but not 100% like it. I'm going to be using in the future. Something that they do for the multi-round events from the LFR 4th edition. So, there's going to be a little bit of change.
Well, but outside of that, good job. I had fun as always, and I hope to get into the next session as well.
All right, well, time to hand Kuro his piece of loot. Sorry. Oh, wow. Wow. All right. So
Hopefully, sorry to interject, but hopefully if the 2 Dragonborn are another game again, we can have the camaraderie that we had in Chult.
So, does anyone have RNG when I roll for loot?
I have RNG, I
does.
think, because when I made him, I rolled once and I did not get it, and then I was able to level him up by retiring Dit. So does that technically mean I did not get an item for a level?
No. Because you should have got.
Yeah, you would have been passing loot from Dit, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
No, you pass no loot from Dit.
You should pass some stuff from Dit.
Matt said you drop all items and you gain 9,000 something, depending on what level you is, how much gold you start with.
Right.
Yeah, you gain the gold, and that's to compensate for the fact that you didn't receive loot when you leveled.
Correct. So you won't have RNG. Now, the positive side is that you still rolled high enough to get a piece of loot. So don't worry.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Gary,
basically what you're doing, what you would have done there would have been the equivalent of me claiming RNG because I skipped 4 levels to get to 5.
Gary, did you hear that Ookla has RNG?
Yeah, but I played.
I did hear that
one
it's RNG.
before I leveled.
I don't. So is that everyone who's got RNG? So Tassim does not, Kuro does not, Draco does not, Ookla does, Nahazar does not, and Basil does not.
I don't. I'm a brand new character.
Cool. I just want to make sure that we're clear on everything. That means that everyone who's not Draco got loot, unfortunately. Sorry, apologies, Don, but everyone else.
That's fine. I didn't carry my weight, of course.
Well,
But I did level, so there's something.
that has nothing to do with the random roll, but all right. So start thinking about stuff that you want. Basil armor. Who's second? The person Nahazar? Yeah, Nahazar. You get complete choice of item. Ookla, complete choice of item. Tassin, complete choice of item. Wow. And Kuro, choice of type.
Plus what?
Okay,
Gary?
what level?
I'm going to do the enhancements just 1 second. So, so for our level 5, it is a +2 item. For the level 6, it is a +2 item. Oh, sorry, for Nahazar, +2 item. For Ookla is a +2 item. For Tassin, it is a. Oh no, it's still +2. So for everyone, it's +2 except for Kuro. Kuro, you got a chance at a +3, but let's see if it goes off. No. So everyone's all the stuff is +2.
Okay.
So that means Basil, complete choice of of appropriate armor +2. Or no, I need to roll what type of armor. Sorry. But for people who are not Basil, Nahazar, complete choice of +2 item. Ookla, complete choice of +2 item, and Tassin, complete choice of +2 item. So for Basil, what type of armor do you wear?
Hide.
Okay. And what do you want? What slot do you want to get, Kuro?
Still deciding. I'll get back on you to that. How much gold did you get? 365?
It's. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. It is 365. Correct.
Okay.
So it's like the choices are weapon, armor, or miscellaneous, right?
No, you have. Yes, weapon, armor, or miscellaneous, and you can specify in miscellaneous, like, do you want a wondrous or a arms or shield or.
You can do that now. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Choice of,
I'll
yeah.
I'll need to think about that.
So armor. It's not the right button. I apologize. I did ask a second ago, but you said it was your hide is what you wear? The pixie?
Oh yes. I wear hide.
I was making sure, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be choice of +2. So any +2 armor that you. So yeah, the only person I've left to do is Yukuro.
Sorry about that.
Gary,
I'm gonna get. Sorry.
I was gonna ask Gary if he skipped me.
I did not. So you have complete choice of a +2 item.
Oh, I thought I had to pick a slot.
Mm-hmm. The only person who had to pick a slot is Kuro.
I apologize. Thank
So
you.
one person got armor
I can
only.
pick a slot.
3 people got anything they want, and then 1 person got choice of slot.
Wait, what? Aren't I able to choose a slot too?
You have complete choice of item of correct enhancement. So
Oh,
anything you want
of
that's level
item.
10 or lower.
Very good.
Oh right, I still don't have anything for that. Give me a net slot.
A neck slot?
Head slot.
Head slot. Okay. It would be head slot 9. Head slot. Helm of Opportunity.
That's not level +2. That's like level 1, level 3, right?
I think so, but that is what I rolled. Click button, click button. Yep. Hang on, let me double check to make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, I mean that's what it says.
I think you should reroll on those occasions actually, because this is definitely not a +2 item.
Well, it's when I put it in +2, it gives me a chance of it being higher, but it also includes all the low level stuff. So because it does a roll and does 1d23, and so you can get up to like a laurel circuit at +2, but it also includes all of the stuff below it. Oh, hang on, I'm reading in the wrong thing. Sorry. It's set up a little differently. There's a big sign that says +2 item enhancement list starts here, and I didn't see it. So Helm of Opportunity is instead the Hunter's Headband. I don't know what that is. It's one I'm actually unfamiliar with.
Yeah, anyways, I think I'll be dropping, so yeah, thanks for playing, and thank you for DMing at the European